Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Friday, September 8th, 2023. Espresso Systems integrates the OP stack, Aztec Network introduces privacy abstraction, the CFTC files charges against 3 DeFi protocols, and Synthetix extends OP incentives for perpetual traders. All this and more starts right now. Espresso Systems, a sequencer infrastructure provider, is integrating the OP stack into its Cordado testnet, which marks the protocol's third testnet release following Doppio. The Cordado testnet will be publicly hosted and deployed through rollup as a service provider Caldera. Espresso Systems plans to launch the Cordado testnet in the coming weeks. The integration will allow developers to deploy test contracts and submit transactions that will be sequenced in a shared sequencer network. The Espresso sequencer is a consensus protocol that offers fast finality and high throughput. Any rollup can use the sequencer for transaction ordering and data availability. Aztec Network introduced privacy abstraction, which refers to the abstraction of notes from dApps. Notes represent encrypted UTXOs, which are used in Aztec's architecture design. The architecture provides smart contract privacy by default, private state read and write functionality, and private smart contract function execution. Unlike Ethereum, which uses an account-based tree model, UTXO is used by some chains like Bitcoin to store network state. According to Aztec, privacy itself isn't EVM compatible, at least not at the level of state variables and functions. The new architecture takes inspiration from Zcash, which uses UTXO for private state changes. The CFTC filed an enforcement action against DeFi protocols Open, 0x, and Synthetix, alleging illegal leveraged and margined retail commodity trading offerings. Open and Synthetix faced additional charges of non-registration as a swap execution facility, failure to register as a futures commission merchant, and a lack of a KYC program. Matcha, the DEX aggregator developed by 0x, issued a statement affirming their cooperation with the CFTC to address the charges. Open, 0x, and Synthetix have resolved the allegations by settling with the CFTC and paying civil penalties ranging between $100,000 and $250,000 each. The protocols have also ceased from providing non-compliant products to US users. And lastly, Synthetix extended its OP token incentive program for perpetual traders, which initially launched in April of this year. The 17-week program already distributed over 4 million OP tokens to perpetual traders. The extension spans an extra 5 weeks commencing on September 13th and will provide 100,000 OP tokens in weekly rewards. Synthetix also added 19 new assets to its lineup of perpetual futures markets, amassing a grand total of 71 available assets. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on Twitter at ETHDaily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Monday.